In this third video of our mini course on how to turn ChatGPT into your marketing manager, I'm going to talk about the Custom GPT, how to set that up, how to use that, how useful that could possibly be for you. And let me tell you straight away, what I want to focus on is going to be, let me just change this over so you can read all of it. I'm going to talk about the setup, how to add details, uploading your knowledge files, and using it for posts and articles, of course, for anything you wish to, but this is what I will be focusing on. And as I have said in an earlier video, this is all based on my personal practical experience working with ChatGPT. I do have a paid version. You can do these things with free versions. You will just going to find that there'll be limitations on how many documents or files or other things you are able to upload, and you'll need to Google the appropriate information, how many that are for whatever version of ChatGPT you have. Let's jump into ChatGPT. We are in mine here again. And I want to just one more time for this video, first time, give you the overview. So we do have Custom GPT set up here, and we do have projects down here. So in the previous video, we worked in a project. We know that we have our chats within a project listed, so it makes it really easy to find what we were working on in the project. Now, if you have created knowledge base files on, for example, the offer or your membership or your program details, whatever it is you are working on, whatever the project is, and the custom GPS is that you want to set up, create a knowledge base file, and that knowledge base file can now be uploaded into your Custom GPT. The Custom GPT is virtually like a partner, a helper, or as I have named this mini course, marketing manager. So when you set up your Custom GPT up here, you just create a new one, and you can give it an image, and you can give it a description. Let's just wait a minute. Let's just jump into this here so that I can show you and give you visual details. So from the drop down here, you can see that we can edit it because it's already created. Otherwise, it would be there for you to create. So I've given it a name. I've put an image there so I can distinguish it from other custom GPTs I have given it a description and its primary function description here as well. This is what I wanted primarily to do for me. Now there's a section here called conversation starters. This goes into much more detail that you can do, use your Custom GPT for. You can create questions here on this that you allow somebody that you want to share the whole Custom GPT with, some questions that then opens a series of information that you have inputted in here. And that's not something I want to work on. That's not something I'm going into detail on this particular one with. I will show you a brief example in a moment, but that's not my main focus. My focus is to keep this ChatGPT, Custom GPT for me personally, not to share it with others, not to use it as a lead generative link that goes out to others. You can, but that's not what I'm doing. And now I want to show you down here, the main thing, important thing for me personally has been the knowledge base files that I have created in the projects to upload them into my Custom GPT. So I have a file in here that talks about the power of networking. This is my business networking custom GPT. So it talks about what networking can do for you, how useful it is, how it can be integrated as a marketing strategy, and so on. So there's some instructions in here that my Custom GPT can draw on. I've also got a master article writing template. So this guides this GPT to tell it exactly what my articles, my content needs to look like, headline, introduction, summary, final words, and so on, the style and the voice, my voice. I've described what that needs to be like in some detail. I've also added in here the target client knowledge file. Who is our target market? How do they speak? What are their questions? How do we respond to those, and so on? That's that file. I've got a membership structure here so that if we need to talk about certain parts of what the Global Business Networking Live online membership entails, it can draw on that information from this file. And I've got some personality file here, how to integrate the various personality types within content when we're writing content, for example. So those are the type of knowledge base files that I've uploaded here. I think you can upload up to 10 if I'm not mistaken. Then you can put other detail in here that I have not worked with. You can create new actions. So this would be in relation to conversation starters. So when somebody clicks on a particular conversation starter that I'll show you in a moment, what the action then needs to be that this custom GPT would take, for example. I use this one as described. This particular custom GPT acts as my executive marketing, development, and copywriting partner. So I keep going back into this, into one and the same chat on content and article writing, for example. Let me jump out of this one here. I'm not sharing this with others, so I don't need to look at the link of it to share it. I have got this particular custom GPT, and article post creation is the one chat that I keep going back to for creating exactly that from the knowledge base that I have uploaded into this custom GPT. Let me just show you what it looks like when you add those action sections. For example, we've got a career coaches one here, for example, which is more of a knowledge base for general public or people in the career space, for example. So Jane here, she has created 4 areas here that when you click on any one of those, her custom GPT has been instructed in the setup what to show, what information to show for each of those, and then you can work with it from there and ask further questions within those areas. So you can certainly use it in more than just the way that I've shared with you here. For me, it is important just to give you this foundation information, how to get started or how to set up GPT, Chat GPT as your marketing manager. Use a project. That's been my experience as the powerful first step. Create a number of topical chats within the project that you can always go back to because they're all listed in that one project. Then from that, create knowledge base files, upload those into a custom GPT when you create one, and then use your custom GPT as I'm doing, for example, as my executive marketing, development, and copywriting partner. You can use that in any which way you would like, of course. And so before you get started, my suggestion would be map out what you actually want to achieve, and then have a look back and forth at the set of videos in this mini course to give you details on practical application. I hope that is useful for you, and you are going to get going with using your ChatGPT as both projects and custom GPT.